Hi guys, today I'm going to show you part 2 of my Vegas vacation that I took in April. I already have part 1 up. I will link it below if you have not seen it. It's taken me a while to get this completed, but it's finally done. We left off on the road trip pictures to Arizona. This is our arrival in Arizona at my stepson Scott's house. So I'm going to stick with the same format. I'm going to show you an overview of the page like this, and then we're going to zoom in and take a closer look. Okay, this is the first card here in the spread. The cards that I used for this page are from Simple Stories. They are the family collection and I highly recommend them. I absolutely love them. I did a card flip through of them, so I will include that link below as well. But this says, this is our happy AZ family because we were in Arizona. And this is Scott, Jenny, and Gwen. So I really like the way that title card came out. And this is their names here. I just used the Simple Stories letter stickers to do that. And these hearts here are a stamp that I purchased. You can see that in one of my last hauls. It's from Hobby Lobby. It's just simple hearts. And I just thought that was cute. I wanted to add something to the card. This one here is the front of their house. I just used this little red rubber stamp here to cover the street address just for privacy purposes. And it says new place because this is the new house that they just recently moved into. So I thought that was really cute to highlight that it was a new place. And this card here says family is not an important thing, it's everything. And I love that quote. And I did absolutely nothing to that card. That was just a filler card. And then here is something that's really cool. Jenny really likes to read a lot, and she had her dad build her this bookshelf. I mean, it is amazing. It takes up a huge wall in their living room, and I love going there just to see what kind of books I can find. This read here was a stamp that I used from a Your Next stamp set. I used to be on their design team. It's called Love to Read. And I believe it's right there. And I heat embossed it with liquid platinum embossing powder from Ranger. I love this stuff. It's so beautiful. And I added some washi tape down at the bottom that says, I really, really, really like this, because I do. So I thought that was cool. This is the room that we slept in, which was actually Gwen's playroom. That was the only room they had, and we had an air mattress, and I just thought it was funny, and I wanted to document it. And then the last card here has letter stickers that spell out our family name, but for privacy, I do have that covered up. So that was this page. We're going to go on to the next. Okay, here's an overview of this page. Now, I didn't use any specific cards to create this page. I kind of used a random mishmash. I created some myself. Some of them I used from the Craft Becky Higgins Project Life set. So just a little random bits and pieces of everything. This was probably our favorite place that we visited while we were in Arizona. It was called the Black Bear Diner. It was so good. We ate there the whole 2 days that we were there, meaning like breakfast, lunch, and dinner practically. So I'm going to zoom in and we're going to take a closer look. Okay, on this one here, I used a Design D page where you get more vertical cards than horizontal. I like to challenge myself by doing that sometimes. And sometimes I will just have pictures that look better vertical than horizontal. So I'll switch up the pages like that. I do not have to have consistent pages in my book. So I'm okay with that. The first one is just the sign outside, and it says Great Find. And this little stamp right here is from a Gossamer Blue stamp set. It was the June 2014. It was the Food Find, and I used Stampin' Up's chocolate chip ink to stamp it out, and I thought it came out really, really cute. Okay, the next one is just the outside of the place, and it says Great Outdoors. I just loved it. It had a really cute cabin feel to it. Down at the bottom, I used my infamous Rate It L2E, Studio L2E stamp set. That's this right down here with the Rate It box, and ate this. And I love that, how that came out. I heat embossed it and just gave it a 5 stars because we totally loved this place. It was just phenomenal. And then here is a wood bear carving that they had on the outside that I thought was really pretty, and just some random stickers that I used. And then this is the food that I ate. It looks kind of messy and sloppy. I did not touch it before I ate it, but it was just so good. I mean, Really, really good. And this Yum Flair button is from a Flair for Buttons. Down here, I stamped out the best with a Paper Smooches stamp set from Recipe for Success. And I believe that stamp is right here. It says the best. And I heat embossed it with some Wow embossing powder. That was the Earth Tone Olive is what it's called. And I just thought it had that really nice, rugged kind of cabiny, woodsy look to it. And then here is just my husband holding up the ketchup bottle because it has a bear on it. So basically I wrote silly, happy, and funny with stickers. And then I used some paper clips that I purchased recently from Hobby Lobby. They're the spoon, fork, and knife. They are just so super cute. Okay, then down at the bottom, I wrote cool menu with some letter stickers. Their menu was really awesome. It was a newspaper. So I wanted to document that. I thought that was really neat. And then here is our receipt for one of our meals. And it says here, this was so good. And you know, guys, that I overuse the stamp set. I keep saying it. It's the March 2014 Gossamer Blue stamp set. I mean, I absolutely adore this stamp set because I'm such a foodie. And it's this one right here that says, this was so good. And I heat embossed it again with the liquid platinum from Ranger. I really love the way this looks. It just has a really nice vintage kind of look to it. And then there is one of those Paper Smooches cactuses that you guys saw earlier in my road trip pages. I placed another one here near a bear sticker. And it's a little hard to see here, but there's a sticker on here that says experience. So I thought that was really cute. So that was that page. Let's go on to the next. Okay, this is an overview of the next page. I know I've mentioned a lot of times that my stepson Scott does a lot of running, and I've documented a lot of his running. He's also a school teacher. So it was really cool because we got to go to his school. So I was really excited about that. He teaches the 5th grade. So let's zoom in and take a closer look. Okay, here is a picture of my stepson and my husband, and I used the wood veneer together. That was from one of the past kits. They have not been together in a while, so I thought that was really, really cool. And this is just a school card that I had in my stash. I used some school stickers, and it just says something about the school and what grade he teaches. And this is awesome. He collects Pez, and he has this huge Pez collection for the kids. I think it's so adorable. It's a brilliant idea, and it's really fun looking in the classroom. And we did go after hours, so the tables and chairs were already set up for the night, but I still wanted to take a picture. And then here's just my journaling, and again, I used some random stickers that I had, or actually stickers that I purposely purchased for this. And then I created this card here. I love the way the schoolhouse came out. I popped it up on foam tape so that it would have a little bit of dimension. And then here is just my husband, my granddaughter, and my stepson all just hanging out in the classroom talking. And then this is a picture of me and my granddaughter, really super cute. This was actually in her classroom, not in Scott's classroom because she is in a different grade, but they do, you know, he has his daughter attend his school. And I used a wood veneer and just some letter stickers. And believe it or not, I did not stamp on this page at all. So on to the next page. Okay, this is my next page overview, and Scott is a 5th grade teacher and Jenny is actually a librarian at the junior high school. So let's zoom in and take a closer look at this page because we got to visit her school as well. Now I just covered up the school name for privacy purposes, but here is another one of those Paper Smooches cactus cutouts on the die that I used. And then here is Jenny and my granddaughter, and I had these ephemera pieces left over from my February kit, and I added this globe because I don't know, school libraries just make me think of a globe for whatever reason. Okay, the next card I really love. I used a Your Next stamp for this. This one is called Ella Loves School. And I really love it. It's super cute. And I used my Copics to color it. And I added a little glossy accents and Wink Estella on the apple to make it look shiny. I just thought it was appropriate with the whole school theme that was going on. And here are some pictures of some books in the library. And then I had this public library card in my stash, and it was just absolutely perfect. I've been waiting for a reason to use it. And here are some stickers that I used. And this is just a little tip. If you want to give a card a little bit of interest, just use some dimensional tape. I know a lot of you guys are scared of dimension in Project Life, but if you can see there, I popped it up on foam, added some glitter to it, and it gives it a little bit more of a dimensional look than just flat stickers. So I like to do that a lot with my cards. Okay, and this is her desk at the librarian station, so I thought that was really cute. I wanted to document that. And now this last part was just an incident that happened when we went to Walmart. The card says, "No kidding, this really happened." And basically this is the text message my husband sent me right after. It says, "Grandma got run over by a Walmart shopper in a scooter." And basically that's exactly what happened. It's a long story, but she was in a scooter, this older lady, and she was pushing a cart with the scooter, which was totally ridiculous. I mean, you just don't have control of the cart if you're in a scooter and pushing a full-size shopping cart. And she was turning the corner and she totally lost control of the cart, and she was screaming, "I can't stop, I can't stop." And she basically rammed into me and pinned me up against a display and was just flooring the scooter and screaming at the same time. And I was freaking out. I looked over and my husband was cracking up. I was just like, oh my God, I got so mad. I started shouting at her. And I was just like, if you do not know how to operate the scooter, you should not be on the scooter. And I mean, it was just like horrifying. She hurt my ankle and my knee, and it was just like, oh. So we left there, but like 10 minutes later, I was cracking up about it, and this is the text message my husband sent me. So I got run over by a scooter, and since then, now anytime I'm in any kind of store and there's somebody on a scooter, I walk in the opposite direction. So I wanted to make sure that I documented that. And I'm also trying to get better at putting more journaling in my pages. So from this point on, I tend to do a little bit more journaling, which I really like. So let's go on to the next page. Okay, this is the next page. Is actually just a smaller insert. It's a design H. I used the Simple Stories travel collection for this. This was the road trip back to Vegas. We were finished at Scott and Jenny's, so we decided to go on to Vegas at this point. Let's zoom in and take a closer look. Okay, you guys are gonna hear some noise in the background. My kitten is in here and she pretty much wrecks the place. So she knocks things over, she goes crazy, so you'll be hearing some knocking in the background. Okay, this is the first card here, and I absolutely love the way this card came out. I mean, it's just so cute. It's just a picture of the keys inside the rent-a-car, but I did some stamping and embossing down at the bottom. I added wood veneers and some bling, and a lot of letter stickers, and just some stickers from the collection. I just thought it came out really, really cute. I put the compass in the background. I really love overall how that came out. As far as this stamp, it was from the June 2014 Gossamer Blue kit. It's right down here. This kind of had like a food and travel theme to it. So I took that stamp and I just repeat stamped it and then embossed it. And then here's just my journaling and a filler card that I wanted to add in. And then basically it says "On the road again," and there's some signs for Henderson and for Las Vegas. I'm going to flip it over. This is where we returned our rent-a-car. Once we hit Vegas, we no longer needed a rent-a-car, so we dropped that off. And then another filler card that says "We are here," and I added Las Vegas in letter stickers. And then this was probably one of the first pictures that I took as we were pulling into Vegas, which is Mandalay Bay. I just love the way that came out. And then just some more because we had jumped in a cab at that point. We needed to get to our hotel to check in. And this was just another picture that I took. This Flair button here is from a Flair for buttons. I will leave a link below. And then if you can notice here, I use those Scraptastic tabs that I'm just totally in love with. I love these little tabs. I love adding them to a card and to pictures. It just really like puts a nice little emphasis on the picture. I really love that. So that was the insert. Let's go on to the next page.